Hello guys, so we are going to be taking our tomatoes stew base to another level this year and beyond. You can see how silky this tomatoes is, and if you want to know how I made it to look like this, then watch this video to the end. This is good for your jollof rice, this is good for your pasta, and this is good for your stew base. It's not tangy, it's so smooth, it's so silky. So let's get started. So guys, for all our all-purpose tomato stew base, you can see on the table I have my tomatoes, I have my tatashe, I have shombo, which is cayenne pepper, I have my scotch bonnet pepper, I have onions, I have ginger, I have garlic. So what we're just going to do now is to take it over to the sink, cut open and wash with white vinegar. If you don't have white vinegar, then you can use salt to wash. So let's go and wash. So guys, you can see I have my tap on, it's running. So what I'll do, I'll just add in some white vinegar to wash. I know most times I like to cut my tomatoes open because some tomatoes might be fresh the outside, but when you cut, you might see some kind of worms or whatever inside. So I cut open like this. I take out the seed because I don't really want that tangy taste in my stew. So just keep washing until you are done washing the tomatoes. So guys, you can see what I'm saying. The outside of the tomatoes is so fine, but when I cut it open, see what I'm seeing here. That is why it's good for you to cut your tomatoes open when you want to wash and blend. So guys, I'm done cutting the tomatoes. Now it's not time for me to open up the tache, the shombo, take out the seed because the seed is always bitter. So when you're cooking with it, you don't need to add the seed into it. Don't mind that looking like this. They have been inside the freezer. That's why it's looking like this. So just take out the seed, open it, and take whatever that you don't want inside. So add some vinegar into it too, so you can take all the dirt away from it. So this is the scotch bonnet. You have to add as much as you can tolerate. Some people don't like pepper, but as a Nigerian babe, I love pepper, so I normally add a bit more pepper in my soup or stew. So this one doesn't even have seed, but you have some that have so much seed. So if they have seed, just take them away. Because see, there's seed inside this one. So take it out and then wash. Get the shombo too. Cut it open like this and then take the seed out. So guys, you can see the pot on the fire now. I'm done washing. So I'll pour in the tomatoes and the peppers. I'll pour in the onions. I'll pour in ginger and then the garlic. Then I'll sprinkle a little bit of salt. That is optional. Sprinkle some salt into the pot. Then you cover the pot and let it start cooking until the water is dried. Then you can now blend. There are several methods of making your tomatoes like this. You can bake it or you can blend it, then you now boil it. These are all good methods. This is what I use mostly. So guys, this is 20 minutes. This has been boiling and you can see what we have here. The water is all dried up and no liquid is missing here or lost because they all dried up into the tomatoes. So at this point now, I can turn off the heat, allow it to cool if you don't have a strong blender, and then you now blend. So guys, if you haven't taken your time to subscribe, please do. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so very much. Keep liking and keep sharing. So now we'll just blend our tomatoes. Anything you cook with this is going to come out so very well. And guys, this is what we have. You can see how silky this is. And tell me if you prepare anything with this, it won't come out so very well. This is just the perfect tomatoes blend that you need for all your cooking. Spaghetti, stew, coconut rice, jollof rice. This is just the blend that you need. So my people, after blending, if you're not using immediately, then you can now store in the fridge or in the freezer. So I have a plastic bowl here and I have my Ziploc bag here. So I'll just add some into this place like so. Man, this is so silky. I bet you try this and let me know what you think in the comment section if you haven't been using this method before. So now I'll add some in a Ziploc bag. Anywhere you want to store it, you can store it, and this can be in your freezer for as long as you want, and then you can now use it to cook whenever you want to cook. You can just share it into portions the way you want to use. If you're cooking a big stew, you put a big portion. If you're using cooking a small quantity, you can put small quantities like this. And guys, this is what we have. I hope this will help somebody. And guys, thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next. Bye bye.